What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we do everything from book reviews to tarot to poetry to some other emoji I can't readily think of. And today I just wanted to discuss my absolutely chaotic trip to the dollar store. Now, this is cinematography, folks. Here we are, the Dollartree. And so began our epic quest to find books. Throughout the aisles, we laughed, we cried, but one thing's for certain. It was a lot harder than we thought it was going to be to find some adult books in this store. Now, initially, it was a little difficult to find books for adults at the store because most of them looked like this, and I'm just sorry to say I'm a little bit beyond my Paw Patrol days. On an unrelated note, check out this cool reusable Stitch bag I got. But I did manage to find a small selection of books for adults, and those are the books I want to talk about today. First up, we have Meet Me on Love Lane by Nina Bocci, and if you believe this sounds like a Hallmark movie, you'd be correct. Let's read the back together. Charlotte Bishop is out of options in New York City. Fired, broke, and blacklisted, she's forced to return to her hometown of Hope Lake, to lick her wounds. Although she's expecting to find a miserable place with nothing to do, she's pleasantly surprised to discover it's bustling and thriving. She's only supposed to be there until she can earn enough money to move back to New York. She's not supposed to reconnect with her childhood friends or her beloved grandmother. She's not supposed to find her dream job running the local florist shop. And she's definitely not supposed to fall for not one, but two of Hope Lake's golden boys. One, the popular high school English teacher, the other, the charming town doctor. Oh my goodness, a love triangle, I love it. With a heart torn between two men and two cities, what's a girl to do? A perfect blend of sugar and spice, Meet Me on Love Lane is the second in a new series that is sure to charm fans of Josie Silver and Sally Thorne. You guys can disagree with me in the comments if you want, but does that just not sound like the most quintessential Lifetime or Hallmark movie you guys have ever heard? Everything from the quirky job to the flower shop to the town name of Hope Lake, you know, discovering new hope and new life in her old hometown. Busy New York woman is forced to move back home for financial circumstances. Like, it just checks all the boxes. And one thing you don't know about me is that Hallmark movies and Lifetime movies are my guilty pleasure, so I'm actually excited to read this. And by the way, I'm going to be reviewing every book I talk about today on this haul, so if you like the sound of any of these books, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss those videos. Without further ado, let's move on to the next one. This seems like a supernatural sort of crime thriller. Break the Bodies, Haunt the Bones is a novel by Micah Dean Hicks, and let's read the synopsis together. Swine Hill was full of the dead. Their ghosts were thickest near the abandoned downtown, where so many of the town's hopes had died generation by generation. They lingered in the places that mattered to them, and people avoided those streets, locked those doors, stopped going into those rooms. They could hurt you. Worse, they could change you. Jane is haunted. Since she was a child, she has carried a ghost girl that feeds on the secrets and fears of everyone around her, whispering to Jane what they are thinking and feeling, even when she doesn't want to know. Henry, Jane's brother, is ridden by a genius ghost that forces him to build strange and dangerous machines. Their mother is possessed by a lonely spirit that burns anyone she touches. In Swine Hill, a place of defeat and depletion, there are more dead than living. When new arrivals begin scoring precious jobs at the last factory in town, both the living and the dead are furious. This insult, on the end of long economic decline, sparks a conflagration. Buffeted by rage on all sides, Jane must find a way to save her haunted family and escape the town before it kills them. Now, I am a little worried about this book. I think that potentially having everyone in the family haunted by a different ghost might be overdoing the gimmick a little bit. And I do wonder, is everyone in the town that's living haunted? Is that like part of the deal? If so, that could potentially be a lot of relationship interplay and things could get a little bit confusing. I wonder about that. Mind you, I haven't read this book at all. I'm not judging it definitively, but I do have some concerns. Last, but certainly not least, we have This Thick Puppy, Blood of the Four, by Christopher Golden and Tim Laban. Let's read the back, shall we? In the great kingdom of Quandis, everyone is a slave. Doesn't sound too great. Some are slaves to the gods, most are slaves to everyone else. Blessed by the gods with lives of comfort and splendor, the royal elite routinely perform their duties, yet some chafe at their role. A young woman of stunning ambition, Princess Phila refuses to allow a few obstacles, including her mother, the queen, and her brother, the heir apparent, to stand in the way of claiming ultimate power and glory for herself. Far below the royals are the Bajuman. Poor and oppressed members of this wretched caste have but two paths out of servitude, the priesthood or death. Because magic has been kept at bay in Quandis, royals and Bajuman have lived together in uneasy peace for centuries, but Princess Phila's desire for power will disrupt the realm's order, setting into motion a series of events that will end with her becoming a goddess in her own right, or ultimately destroying Quandis and all of its inhabitants. Unless they're a fan of bleak endings, I bet I can guess how that one's gonna go. But in all honesty, I'm pretty excited for this one. It's been a while since I read fantasy. You'll recall a while back we reviewed Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. That was a great one, a great fantasy adventure. And Blood of the Four, I'm hoping is going to be good. Nothing in the description really tipped me off to anything, too worrisome in that respect. And it is a thick one. It clocks in at almost 500 pages, so I'm willing to bet, and I'm hoping there's a lot of lore and world building here, a lot of magic lore, a lot of history. I love that in my fantasy books, and I can only hope this is going to be the path we're going to go down with this one. In fact, it's probably going to be the first one I end up reviewing, so stay tuned for that video. Again, I'm going to be reviewing all three of these, but this is probably going to be the first on deck. If you liked this video today, be sure to leave a like and comment your thoughts, and subscribe so you don't miss my other videos. I have my tarot series still going where we learn about the different tarot cards. That's my shorts series. Lots of cool stuff on deck, guys, so I really hope you do stick around. Thank you to my patrons for helping to make this video possible. You'll see their names at the end. If you would like to find out more about becoming a patron of mine, links to that and my other platforms are in the description below. And if you made it to the end, comment this emoji. Bye, guys.